On pace for another 40-goal season. Turnover, saved by Lyon. Navos crashes into him. And season's greetings inside the Sabres crease. I love that audio. So good.
That's the development in getting yourself ready and being a National Hockey League player.
There's control right on off the glove of Copley, and he scores. It's knuckle puck time, apparently in LA. 2-0 Seattle.
That's one right there that Phoenix Copley's going to want back. A little bit of a surprise there. That one ends up going in. You see the deflection off the glove, down back through the legs of Copley.
Looking up ice, opening to connect with Zetterlund as Zilos will have the head back. Brady Tkachuk gets the open cage for his second of the night, catching Sheloff off guard, and it's 4-0 for the Senators.
Well, you'll take a freebie. Sheloff goes for the extra attacker, but Ottawa gets the puck back quickly. A bouncing puck. Brady Tkachuk says, hey, open net, I'll put that in there. You see the frustration from the goaltender.
Thinks twice, Marner in tight, a shot off the post, and it goes out of play. Mitch Marner takes it in. A shot, ringing the pipe again. 23 seconds left in OT. Stone, a power move, off the post, it stays out. Hischier sends it out.
3 posts in the last, minute?
Marner, here he is. He scores! No! The follow-up, they wave it off. New Jersey wins the shootout.
I'm going to say that he touched it twice. Watch the poke check there, and then off the skate and into the back of the net. What a game.
He's definitely one of as many as, oh boy, that deflected into the net. Oh. My goodness, a clearing attempt off the face-off, deflects and goes into the Panther net. It's 3-2. Unreal.
Oh my goodness, I've been to 7 World's Fairs. I thought I seen it all. Look at off the shin pad, somehow finds a way in behind Tarasov. You'll go 20 years before you see a play like that.
Unreal.
This one escapes the zone. Chasing after it, Siegenthaler will be helped out by his goalie. Markstrom, who misplaced it wide open net. They score! Horrible mistake for Jacob Markstrom coming out. It redirected off for Simon Holmstrom, and he's tied the game.
Not sure what he was trying to do going up the middle there. He hits Siegenthaler and gives Simon Holmstrom one of the easier ones he's going to have in his career.
David Pastrnak on for the Bruins. He'll cruise his way into the far circle. Slows, shoots, he scores! You can hear it rip off the crossbar.
Oh, this ain't no goal. Swayman with that little stop move, cut, throw it up top. It hits underneath the crossbar, but not across the goal line.
Here we go. Can the Panthers complete the comeback from 3 goals down? Bussy, the first save in the shootout.
Lundell lost his edge there a little bit. Archie comes in. What? Whoops.
Andrei Svechnikov. Can he get it even? No, sir. The Panthers are in a position to win it now.
Svechnikov, that puck just went right off the end of his stick.
This place is going to go nuts. Marchand winds up from his own zone. Flies in on Bussy. He missed one. Wow.
Pass for Oscar back. Couldn't get to it. Nedeljkovic gives it away and they score.
You can't do that. Sometimes just setting the puck is enough. Playing the puck less is sometimes your best play.
That is a shot to the gut.
Boyd steals that one back to the line. The Stu can't get it around Corey Perry. And now here's more with an empty net.
It's not going to count.
No, that was waved off, blown down. You couldn't even hear the whistle.
Penalty.
You're right. It is going to be a penalty on Perry.
And he's still holding the evidence.
Yeah, hard to argue.
You can only play with one stick. For all this arguing, like, what are you arguing about? You're holding the evidence for about 30 seconds after the match.
Oh, well, Lightning fans saw that for 2 seasons here. You know, this is how he operates.
Oh, he's a competitor, man. One of the biggest ever.
Blankenburg and Yosef. Kochetkov will play it. He'll fire it back towards the empty net. That was heading towards the goal. That would have been interesting.
That had a chance. That had a chance, and Yossi just jumped right outside the blue line and got a hand on it.
After the first period now, we don't have Rodriguez out there. Shoot that rat, so Brad Marchand will just shoot it himself. Playing the role of the great Evan Rodriguez. Brad Marchand with a shelf hook.
Comes to a halt. Centering. Landeskog off the post. Loose puck. Pushed in. But they wave it off. Off the glove of Martin Necas.
That's 100% no goal.
They try to make their case, but I thought it was pretty clear that it was a glove motion.
Got to respect the passion on the argument there, but I think this is going to be a quick review.
2 starting goalies get a fresh start, and 2 teams get a much-needed reset in net. You want to know how fresh this deal is? They've got the uniforms, they've got the pads. They're still rocking the helmets from their former teams with the colors there. You see Jari with the Pittsburgh colors, you see Stuart Skinner with the Edmonton Oilers colors, and now we will see both of them on the ice.
Bouchard and Draisaitl again. Now it's McDavid fed it to the front, and they score! Leon Draisaitl gets the secondary assist for his 1,000th point in the National Hockey League.
And the entire team on the ice. They got approval from the NHL. This is a special moment for Leon Draisaitl in German hockey. The 4th fastest active player to reach 1,000 points.
Power play continues here for the Oilers, and so Draisaitl and McDavid stay on the ice, and look at him go! McDavid scores! And Leon Draisaitl picks up point number 1,001, 12 seconds after he picked up point number 1,000.
Trevor Zegras, the go-ahead goal. He had the shootout winner back in November. Oh, look out, got Fowler! In front, score! Tough turnover, and Bobby Brink buries it. And Bobby Brink takes advantage of Fowler behind the net.
But someone needs to be talking to Jacob Fowler. This is an easy goaltender defense exchange.
Buchnevich to Dvorsky, right on. Rebound, it's loose, it's off the goalie, it goes over to the corner.
Then it goes off of the head of Willsby and stays out off the crossbar. A couple little wacky bounces and it stays out.
On the boards, not out, Stützle. Sanderson with a shot tipped in! A tip out in front, the shot taken by Jake Sanderson, and with 1:54 left in regulation time, Jake Sanderson has tied it.
Oh, wow.
Scheifele's stick makes this a massive face-off. Stars win it, and DeSmith got crossed up and scored. DeSmith tried to leave it for Heiskanen, who didn't want to take it from his netminder, and a little tap home by Kuzmenko. The Stars win the draw, and in the end, it's the Kings who score a power play goal. It ends up being the easiest, breeziest of 2-man advantage power play goals.
Now Panarin looking for Lafreniere. Puck comes to Robertson, who fires. That's blocked. Score! It is waved off. It was knocked in by a high stick. No goal.
Does he touch it?
Not sure if he touched it.
I don't think he touched it. He certainly misses it the first time. Dostal knocks that in the net. I think Dostal is the last guy.
The problem is that we have a good goal. Then how you goalie puts it in the
right. So it is a good goal.
Here's Stahl dropping it off for Robinson. Robinson backhands from the angle. It bounces to the, where is it? Side of the net. And finally, they'll move up the ice. Connecting. You got 4 or 5 players looking for the puck in the Flyers.
I never saw it. Wow.
I was looking in the Flyers zone at 5 players trying to find the puck. Meanwhile, Connecting went the other way with it.
I got to be honest with you. I was actually nervous that it was actually in the net.
Great skating ability of his. He'll make a pump fake, send Cakes to the ice.
A lot of razzle-dazzle, but it ended with a fizzle. Here, a little spinorama, and then there goes Cakes.
Eriksson Ek. Back to Kaprizov, a shot. Pad save Swayman. Rebound! And they say no goal. Wave it off. It looked to me like this caught the inside of the net, but the officials wave it off.
It did sound like it hit underneath.
Call the ice is a goal.
Yeah, they've changed their mind. And Boldy has his second of the night.
After video review, it's determined that the puck hit the crossbar and did not cross the goal line. Therefore, it was no goal.
So the initial wave off by the officials was correct.
He's always got an issue with his skate or his pad. Must be the blade. I don't think he has a blade.
And you can only hold the game for so long before Halverson's going to have to come in. In fact, he's getting up right now.
Yep.
So in comes Halverson, who has been in 2 NHL games. That's it. He came in relief of Henrik Lundqvist back in the 17-18 season. That's how long ago that was. And then he started once for the Lightning last season, and now he's got to come in here and hold the fort until Johansson's skate is fixed. Here's another penalty call coming up. And so the Lightning are going to get another power play.
And Johansson's coming back. That's an official appearance for
Yes, and he literally had 6 seconds to his NHL resume.
Yep.
So there you go.
Svechnikov 0 for 3 this year, but 38% for his career. He's good in shootouts. Swerves on in, and he fans on it. Jackson Jinx.
It's not right, JJ.
I built him up.
These guys are human beings, too, at the end of the day.
He's not going to like that one.
There's no sense in breaking that down.
Talking in goal. He's going to be tested here as McDavid speeds and scores.
We saw Troy Stecher went right to Hildeby there. Stecher tried to clear this one, and he buried it. Stecher tries to clear, and he puts it in the side of the net past Hildeby. Went right to his goaltender, gave him a tap, and said, sorry, man.
This is a public service announcement.
So this is what happened on Tuesday night. There it is, smoking his way to his 1,000th point. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Rogers Oilers Hockey. No, hey, kid, no, thank you. Hey, kids, do not smoke. Connor McDavid's been smoking hot, and he has been lighting up the opposition.
Evo Teravainen went over the boards, horizontal on the laps of multiple Blues. Look out, here comes Robbie Fabry. Excuse my bellicosity. 2-1 St. Louis.
Bumping on the outside, and still Carolina possesses. Whoa! Running into each other. That gives Dylan Strome a breakaway in overtime. Strome, forehand, stopped.
And they don't get it. Here's two guys running into each other. That's trouble, but it's good for Dylan.
Giveaway. Sandin drifting away. Down low. Score! Nick down!
What a pass by Sandin.
You didn't have to be a great lip reader to see that Nick loved that pass. What a pass! He was screaming all the way as Sandin joined the huddle.
Celebrating, plays it back across to Smith. Drops it back, look at the shot. Oh, what a save by Hildeby, reaching back behind him. Oh, what a stop off his numbers.
Dribbling through him, he feels it. Oh, goodness me.
Now you see me. No, you don't.
Like it's nothing. The crowd reacting to the replay of that. Crazy save for Dennis Hildeby.
And Reeves back in Toronto and repeating some of his old habits, including
spray job for Mark Masters. Maybe Mark Masters wants to go to center ice.
That was traditional for him, yeah.
Over the years, Ryan Reeves would do his little spray shower, and oftentimes Masters Nation took a little bit of shrapnel from it.
Hughes fanned on his pass. Now he's in a foot race, and out to play the puck is Patrick Demko. Oh, he's checked, and this could be an open goal. But it's put through the crease and out the other side as Kozak couldn't see the puck initially, and by the time he found it, he had his back to the net.
Yeah, and Zach Benson couldn't jump on that either. On the Blackhawks with a good block shot and then a good contest of the blue line there. Oh,
Nazar with the steal. He's in all alone. He fumbled the puck. He still has it, though, and still can't get a shot away.
Oh, tough break for Nazar. Great work, great pressure, created the turnover.
He had a lot of time there, too.
10 to go in the power play. Jones with a shot. Rebound. And they can't put it home. Oh, what a stop. Another one. And Vejmelka will get him to their feet here tonight at Delta Center. What a sequence.
Ridiculous.
Spectacular.
The rebound, the Panthers have maybe 4 cracks. One, then another one.
Stopped by Gibson, rebound hacked at by Klapka, who gets a face full of Gibson's blocker. Oh, look out, John Gibson in on Ryan Lambert, and Devin Cooley comes all the way up to center. I'm not so sure Gibson wants to ring Lambert's doorbell. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to do that. It all started with that great play by Lambert to get the puck on the net, and then Klapka, as he's known to do, he went hard to the net, and that's what Gibson took exception to.
Vogel with a sprawling shot block, and he's struggling to get to his feet, missing a skate blade. He's going to have to crawl on hands and knees to try to get back to the bench in the run of play. I've never seen that before. Vogel's still trying to make his way over as Evans plays the puck.
He got there. It just took a serious amount of time.
I've never seen a player crawl that far.
immediate reaction. He's got no steal there. A little help from his partner Knies, but that's a pretty effective one-off effort to get to the bench quickly.
Back in their own zone, Lindell, nice job to just stay with it. And it's in between, it's in the toque of Wenberg. He has to pry that one out.
He's going to need some help. They need percussive maintenance on that vulcanized rubber.
You in a car, if it goes through something slightly larger than that, that's quite the shot.
All right. I want anything.
So far, the mat's been even.
Oh,
I don't think that's part of the plan.
He's back up.
Snap!
give me that 9.
Oh, jeez!
Give me that 9.
Oh, my goodness!
Wow.
Am I send him the bill?
Oh, my God.
That's the worst shooting in the league. That's the worst in the league I've seen.
Big night for Sam Dickinson, returning to Toronto, his hometown, for his first NHL game here. He's got about 80 people, family, and friends. Now, I've known Sam since he's about 5 years old. This was his grade 3 yearbook. He shared a class with my daughter. And, of course, they asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up and why? This is what he said when he was 10 years old. I want to be a professional hockey player, but I do not want to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is unusual, I suppose, given our neighborhood and their fandom for the Leafs. But here he is, playing in the NHL
for the Leafs
against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Huge night for him and his family.
Fowler. The Panthers pulled their goal with about 5:45 to go.
Look out!
Comes Hofer over the head, bounce towards the goal, and then drifting back just wide. Look at the Pens; they're on their feet. We knew it was coming.
Keeps it going down low. Great move by Spence on net, and they score.
Jake Sanderson started to play with Michael Amadio's stick, which is shorter than his and the wrong curve. Plays it up the wall, and the boys on the bench are laughing. He should get the plus on that play because he helped start the play, but unbelievable. Nothing he can't do. No matter what stick he's using.
You did the deals yesterday, and where were you when you get the call from Jim? Like, hey, let's do this, or.
You want the honest truth? I was making meatballs for our Christmas Eve dinner, and Jim called. So I had to take my gloves, my latex gloves off, so I was rolling meatballs, and he told me we have a deal, and there was a fist pump involved.
The best, tastiest meatballs that you have now on Christmas Eve,
They're really good. They're really good. It's my wife's recipe, and hey, I'm just doing the grunt work.
Keep an eye on the stick of his own teammate, and you can see how he's a little sore. He needs a little help getting that stick out of that blade. Take that back. Russ takes it back to work.
And this morning, Kreider gave a hint of just how strange so much of tonight will be inside a not entirely familiar garden.
Should I get on the ice?
I think that they've been going
Keep on going that way? Yeah. All right. See you later.
Obviously, you got a great veteran core here, a lot of good leadership, but what's it like adding the wily veteran Brent Burns to the mix here in Colorado?
He's been so good for our room and the way he just approaches every day. And he might be 42 or whatever he is on paper, but I think he's 12 mentally, and I think that's really good for our group.
Foley up high, shot by Liljegren, took the stick of Blackwell out of his hands. He dives, just like pushing it ahead with his glove, and is able to dive and clear it.
Like he was doing the bear crawl or something.
And you look at Fowler playing in his 4th NHL game. This is him before the game. He's in the corner of the bench. You can hardly see. You just see the top of his red hoodie. But this is him sitting there.
He just stayed in front of the Canucks bench, and Sherwood's having a conversation with him. The old make you flinch, and then a little smile from Matt Barzal.
We have an exclusive interview with Sidney. Sidney, do you like scoring goals? Yes, he likes scoring goals. Would you like to play with Macklin Celebrini at the Olympics? Yes, he would. And when you're not playing, do you like watching Randy and Drew on the games? Yes, he does. A very agreeable Sidney Crosby this afternoon on Bobblehead Day.
Your best interview ever.
Thank you, Sid. And he actually looks the size of a kid here today as well. No, I don't. No, I don't. We'll be back as we look for something to amuse ourselves in the end of the road trip.
So many times nowadays, people are asked to rate other people. Give me what am I? Am I a 5? Am I a 10? Well, so in between, kind of, who knows? Comme ci, comme ça, en français, 6, 7, right in the middle. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're bad. You're in the middle somewhere. That's what 6'7" is, and that comes from an Ottawa 67.
Good point. Although I'm going to believe those young kids with Carlin.
No clue.
It doesn't mean anything.
After Coach's Challenge video review, the call on the ice is overturned. We have no goal.
Little drama. And the Wild are 3 for 3 challenging offside this year.
His attitude and
it's deflected in. Mason Marchment in his Blue Jacket debut. The tip in, and he's tied the game up at 2.
Would he pick up his gum and put it back in his mouth? That's fantastic. Celebrate. There's my gum. Pick it up off the ice.
That's good luck gum right there.
Yes.
Loads up and scores. John Klingberg goes net front. Here's Wenberg. Seeloff dives out, makes a great save. Puck's in the net. Sharks score. Toffoli. Celebrini scores! Macklin Celebrini. The Sharks clawing their way back into this game. It's 5-4. Klingberg to Macklin. Save. Rebound. They score! They score! Tyler Toffoli. The Sharks have tied it up. Unbelievable! Could have been a 2-on-1 if they connected cleanly. Celebrini's back on. What a play by Klingberg. Over to Celebrini. They score! One of the most amazing comebacks in franchise history. Sharks win.